Let me give you a little history. First, Apple said they weren't interested in the tablet, and then Steve Jobs totally wanted to ask the tablet out, be besties, you know, but now Gizmodo's heard that Microsoft just asked the tablet to the prom. OMG! It's the loop. Joining me from New York to help us make sense of it all, senior contributing editor for Gizmodo.com, Mark Wilson, joins us. Welcome, Mark. How are you?
Hey, very well, very well.
First of all, congratulations on exploding the internet last night. Gizmodo managed to get the first look at the Courier in a day and age where there's no first looks at anything. Like, Twitter knows about stuff before Microsoft would actually know about it. So, congrats on that. Can you give us like a brief rundown on the features and exactly what's going on with this thing?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's basically a computer you fold open like a book, and you have two 7-inch multi-touch screens that also accept a stylus. And from there, that's pretty much what we know.
But, I mean, the video that you guys posted seems to promise a user experience unlike anything we've actually really seen before. Can you talk to that?
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, the video we saw was essentially a networked scrapbook, almost, where the user was able to drag and drop between two screens in a really integrated experience. Like, they drag an address book contact over to a picture and they could share it. I mean, it was really high-concept stuff. There was a lot we didn't see in that video, of course, like, will you be able to type on the tablet? We don't know. You know, will Microsoft Excel run on the tablet? We don't know. Like, there are these big sort of missing interface questions we still haven't seen.
Right, but I know I can scrapbook with my other LiveJournal buddies.
Hey, what else do you need?
I mean, they're calling it a booklet, obviously. It's using the sort of Nintendo DSi approach of two screens, but everybody else is referring to it as a tablet. Is the only difference between the two the fact that this thing has a hinge and two screens? Is that it?
I think so, and it kind of, you know, you open it like a book rather than like a laptop, I guess.
Although if you turn your laptop sideways, you can open it up that way, I suppose, right?
Yeah, exactly, precisely.
Do we know anything about the operating system this may run on? Some people are speculating Windows 7, Windows Mobile. I mean, obviously from the video, it looks like they've had a completely customized UI. But do we know anything about what's running beneath that?
We don't. You know, it seems like it could be Windows 7 Mobile. It seems like it could be Windows 7. I mean, both are certainly good guesses. It doesn't look like anything we've seen before. We do know that. I
mean, it certainly looks exciting. I mean, obviously, the demo is a best foot forward kind of thing. There's no load times, no start menus, no clippy widgets popping up or anything like that. But in your heart of hearts, would this be as exciting if we find out that it is Windows 7 running beneath it?
I think so. I think people are really excited about Windows 7, and I think that Windows 7 has proven that it can run on things like, you know, netbooks and things that have a, you know, less processing power in general. So if it has Windows 7, all the better. I mean, think about the full-featured applications that you could put on the device. It'd be great. Very true.
And do we know when Microsoft might officially announce the Courier? Because I know that it's in a late stage of development, but that could mean anything, right?
Yeah, exactly. We really don't. We do know it's somewhere between a concept. It's much more than a concept, but it's obviously not a product that's ready to be released yet. I think they're still working out a lot of the software aspects, a lot of the UI things. And so how long it takes them to do that, we're really not sure. I mean, I hope they announce it officially soon. I hope we see it soon.
Sure. Well, I mean, if history is our guide and the internet has taught us anything, you can pretty much make up specs and then they sort of have to be in there. So we've seen 3-megapixel camera with a flash. We've seen some sort of notification bar on the side of the booklet. But what else should this thing have? It should have 802.11n, what, Bluetooth?
Yeah, definitely.
Get some 3G in there. What else does it have? Come on, give us some specs.
I mean that's the stuff it needs, right? The UI we saw, it was a really connected device. It was connected to, you know, all of these services in the cloud. So I think it needs to have. I mean, it definitely needs to have Wi-Fi, and it surely will, right? Every cell phone has Wi-Fi now.
Right, it has to.
I mean, and I think it probably would be great if it had a 3G card. I think it probably needs one of those, too. I mean, other than that, I mean, those are the big specs. And then, obviously, the touchscreens have to be wonderful. They have to work, you know, as well as any Apple touchscreen would. And so that's sort of the missing component. And I think that's a component that will decide whether or not it's a successful product or not.
And it's been rumored that it's sort of a hybrid touchscreen. You have the general touchscreen on top, and then beneath that there's like a Wacom-type tablet, so you could get that kind of fine writing recognition.
Yeah, precisely. You could multi-touch with your fingers, you know, finger paint away, or you could sort of draw with the stylus and,
Mark, real
do
quick,
all sorts of all those handwriting type
you said the touchscreen needs to be as good as Apple, and I agree. I think Apple still has the standard when it comes to touchscreen experiences. But Apple hasn't announced squat on the tablet front. So do we know about how this could compare to anything that's upcoming from Apple?
I mean, you know, we haven't, you know, unfortunately, we haven't published what the Apple tablet looks like yet. But At this point,
Wait,
I
you
think
know what it looks like? You just haven't published it yet?
Right. Yet, no. But really, at this point, I think everybody assumes that the Apple tablet is a true tablet, you know, a 10-inch screen and all of that, rather than 2. So I think that's going to be the key difference, and it will drive differences that we'll see in software and, you know, how you multitask, or, you know, how all of these window panes sort of assemble for the user experience.
Well, again, congrats and a half on the exclusive. I'm a huge Gizmodo fan, and I hope you come on when you have a little bit more info as well and some more videos to show. Mark, we really appreciate it. Thanks for keeping us in the loop.
Awesome. Thank you.